Okay, we're back. We're gonna continue heading north up here to Arathi. Hopefully, we'll get in there on this episode. Well, I'm sure I will, because I'm just gonna grab the flight path as we go by. So we get some guild perks. Mass Resurrection is always handy for like raids and stuff. You can summon a guild bank. Bartering gives you kind of a discount. But now the bountiful bag sometimes increases the quantity of materials gains from mining, skinning, herbalism, and disenchanting. That comes in handy, especially for skinning. So we get 10% experience boost, justice points gained by 20%, which will be going away in the next expansion. We get faster flight times, so yeah, joining a guild or even making one and leveling it up as you go along, it's definitely worth it. So I'm gonna grab this flight path. Whoop, slow down there. So as you can see, there's a couple of quests that we can do here, and if I were not recording and had like a very specific plan in mind, I would probably stop and do those. This is another place where like you can get the dwarven artifacts here, and then there's another spot like right in there, and then you can see it there. So this is the Great Bridge. Like part of it was destroyed, and it was destroyed like even during vanilla, so that was so there's a lot of lore. There's a really cool quest chain in this area that I'm going to do, which is part of the reason why I decided to come up this way. But it is probably one of my favorite zones. It's really the first one where Horde and Alliance really have to share. Sometimes you would like run into Horde in the wetlands, but not very often. They didn't have a big quest hub there, but now there's a Horde town here, and it's kind of a reverse of like the mixed zones. So instead of an Alliance town, we've got like a little outpost, and they've got a town. So Hammerfall, that is the Horde town, and then ours is the little camp here, Refuge Point. And a lot of the missions would have you, or at least in vanilla, you would have to ambush not players but Horde NPCs and stuff. So alright, I don't think that there's a mailbox here, so we'll have to Captain Niles. Would that you were a company, but we'll have to make do with what we have. Okay, so apparently there's something really bad going on. We are fighting a war for Stromgarde, and we are losing. The ogres, the syndicate, when we have divided our once great city, and each faction battles the other into a bloody stalemate. But our forces dwindle while our enemy grows. Though South Shore has fallen, we must not wait, I lost my place. We must not let any further ground be yielded to our enemies. Go to the Syndicate base in Northfold Manor and slay them. We must reclaim the land for ourselves before the Horde has a chance to creep further. Alright. So these quests are yellow right now, so we'll be getting pretty good chunks of experience. So here's a wanted poster. Marez Cowl. A bounty has been placed on the head of Marez Cowl, a high-level advisor and operative of the Syndicate. She was last seen within the Syndicate-controlled territory of Stromgarde. Bounty may be collected from Captain Niles. Be warned, Marez is a skilled and cunning warlock, known for her trafficking with demons. So we'd get our first gun, which is actually not that far off from the bow that we got. So, Otto and Falconcrest. The Stromgarde militia has placed bounties on the heads of Lord Falconcrest and his bodyguard, Otto. Falconcrest heads the Syndicate's effort in the Arathi Highlands, and his death would cause a major disruption in those efforts. His bodyguard, Otto, although not a strategic target, is a fierce opponent and has killed dozens of our defenders. Their bounties may be collected from Captain Niles. Alright, so that's a pretty good, decent upgrade. Skirito. Wow, there's a bunch of quests up here. Worth its weight in gold. Archmage Malin sent me here to collect reagents for him. I was at a loss as to how I was going to collect items, but now that you're here, I think my problem's solved. I need witherbark tusk and witherbark medicine pouches. We can do that. Shakes O'Brien. You're alright, Goblin. It's not every day you come across a so-called hero that has a clue what they're doing once they get this far from home. So I'll let you in on some more work. Got a friend by the name of Shakes O'Brien. He's the captain of a crew of pirates, the Blackwater Pirates. Good men, respectable as pirates go. They dock at Falder's Cove, hidden along the southern shore. I'm sure O'Brien will have lucrative jobs for you. That's a pretty cool one. Home sweet gnome. I used to have quite the home back in Ironforge. That is, I did until I was booted out to make way for the gnomes. They could have stopped a bunch of trogs with all them gizmos and machines. And I have to pay for their weakness? No, sir, no longer. Go to Gnomergon and talk to Commando Murdoch. Sure, he's a gnome, but his crew, SAFE, I think they're gonna take Gnomergon back. Alright. So that's actually a quest to go into a dungeon. So we might actually queue up for that. Probably not today since I gotta work. So maybe tonight when I get back. So I'll just... And like I said, anything that's green, or really anything that's white, people will buy. There's a lot of people that buy stuff. I just don't want to lug it around. They buy stuff for transmog, and you never know what's going to sell, so get rid of those bandages. I don't need those. Alright, so we actually have a fair ways to go. But I'm gonna take a little detour first. How much time do I have? Yeah. Oh, there was another quest. Oh, there you are. The Horde have held Goshek Farm to the east for a long time. It's never been of much concern compared to the rest of our problems here, but there's been reports of undead activity in the area. Anything more alarming than shuffling peons over there warrants investigation. This isn't the first time the undead have been up to no good at the farm, so I've sent my best scouts, Quai and Kenelrory. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So there's a lot of raptors. Those are level 26. Nice. I'm gonna kill one of these just to see if I can skin it, or see what level the skins are. Alright, so we can skin those. Oh, I was going to show archaeology. Okay. So you're, so I haven't completed any artifacts on this character. Your artifacts that you pick up go into this window. You don't actually pick them up. They just are tallied here. And there's not any windows down here for you to drop things in. So, a worn hunting knife. So you can craft these things. Stick these together, and then you get a worn hunting knife, and that'll actually sell for a gold. So archaeology is actually a really good way to make gold too, because you can get out and you get experience, and then you make those items. Ooh. And then then you can just sell those. Save those raptor eggs for cooking if you're doing cooking. So not quite there yet, but remember this spot. We will be coming back here. That's the beginning of a really interesting quest chain. It's in vanilla you would you actually had to do a lot of traveling between zones. You had to go all the way down to Badlands, I think, to get some items. So it was you know, it tied everything together, you know, which I think they've kind of done away with. Unfortunately, I think that was probably not a really great move. But again, the leveling is so fast that like linked zones like that, it really probably would have slowed down the leveling some. So I can kind of understand that. I think this is an escort. I don't know if I got enough time to do that. Actually, I'll probably go on and kill some of these while my timer goes, and I'll do that on the way back. So we're actually getting into some pretty high level areas, or mobs anyway. I wonder what level these, yeah, they're all yellow, so. they're 26. That's not too bad. Ah, the orc music, the little kind of whistling sound. I've always liked that. So much, like, just really, really good music in this game. It's, oh gosh, I wonder, you know, it actually makes me curious as to how many, music tracks there actually are. So this is basically a, kill for items quest. But these tusks drop pretty fast, so. Holy cow, it lived. And the troll dances are always so hilarious. I don't know how that did not aggro the other guy. This is the, you get this pretty much anytime that there's trolls in the area, or this music anyway. It plays almost continuously through Stranglethorn, so. But, yeah, I'm hoping that getting my new video card will kind of help my recording some. It's really frustrating, especially since Warlords of Draenei are going to come out, because they're kind of increasing the minimum system requirements. So I'm not sure how people are going to handle that. I mean, this game has been around for almost 10 years, I'm thinking. So, I know for sure 9, so. It's definitely starting to show its age, so. I mean, it's still, I still like the aesthetic of it. I need a witch doctor. But yeah, the slightly cartoony-ish, over-the-top kind of animation. I really, you know, I've always liked that, and so. Oh well, did I aggro everybody? Nice. Uh-oh. this will be too much of a problem. What's that? Alright. Well, that's definitely my 20 minutes, and that one is finished, so I'm gonna swing back by there, and I'll see you over there, and I'll